Afternoon baseball in the Berg. The Pirates host the Washington Nationals. Final game of the series. Last time the Nats are in town in 2025, and the Pirates, with last night's victory, can take a series with a W today. Lefty Andrew Heaney on the hill against former Pirate Trevor Williams. Greg Brown, John Wehner, and Hannah Mears will be along. Nice win last night for the Pirates. A 5 spot in the 7th inning. John, after a bit of a dust-up, O'Neill Cruz comes up, and he really has the big swing, the grand slam that put the game away.
Of course, the offense has struggled the first few weeks of the season, and one thing to cure that is get the big boys going, and O'Neill Cruz, the biggest of the boys, base hit earlier off the lefty, and then this after the bench is clear. One swing, 4 runs, a huge blast. Breaking ball down and in, he didn't miss it.
O'Neill Cruz, we talked about last night. We talked about it since day one. He can be the aircraft carrier, but you also need some supporting cast around him, and the Pirates are getting some players back. Brian Reynolds returns to play right field for the first time in quite a while, and catcher Joey Bart behind the dish today after missing almost a week with back discomfort.
Yeah, another middle lineup bat, Joey Bart, a huge part of the offense last year. Speaking of grand slams, he hit a couple last year. He seemed to come through in those big moments, so it's nice to have him back.
It's the Pirates and the Washington Nationals from PNC Park. Bucks look to keep it rolling in the finale of this 4-game series. A great question. Drew Brown putting that piece together. Why can't we be friends? Well, I'm sure that's all forgotten from last night, and clean the slate. Get ready to play ball here this afternoon with Andrew Heaney taking the hill. Although Davey Martinez was suspended by Major League Baseball 1 game, so Miguel Cairo, his bench coach, will take over today, and Jorge Lopez, who hit Reynolds and buzzed McCutchen. Jorge Lopez appealed his 3-game suspension, so he is available today. Miguel Cairo, who was a bench coach for the White Sox for a time under Tony La Russa, has done this before. Alex Call leads off for the Nats. Then it's James Wood and Ahmed Rosario. Nathaniel Lowe, the left-hand hitting first baseman, followed by Dylan Cruz, who moves up to 5th in the order. Luis Garcia Jr., Jacob Young is in center. Riley Adams with the start behind the dish, first time in this series, and Nasim Nunez has been the toughest out of the series.
Pennsylvania State Lottery numbers for Andrew Heaney, making his 4th start as a Buck, looking for his first win, although he's pitched pretty well. ERA of 3, 18 innings, 18 punch-outs, opponents hitting under 200, just 188.
Levin Furniture and Mattress defense behind Andrew Heaney. Hayes, IKF, Frazier, and Emmanuel Valdez. Another start at first base. Good to see Brian Reynolds back in the outfield. He's in right. O'Neill Cruz in center. Tommy Pham in left. The DH will be Andrew McCutchen. And Joey Bart returns behind the dish. Bart catches for the first time since a week ago Friday. And Brian Reynolds, has been a while since he's been out in right field. You got to go back to the 4th game of the season against the Marlins. Andrew McCutchen has been patrolling right field, oftentimes in Reynolds' absence. So Alex Call takes ball 1. Alex Call 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. Leading off last night's ball game. Hit the ball hard a couple of times, lined out to left. You might, if you're watching the game, saw Tommy Pham fight the sun early portion of last night's ball game. And then Call drove O'Neill Cruz back to the wall in left center field. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 33-year-old veteran from Oklahoma City, Andrew Heaney, signed a free agent deal in February with Pittsburgh. 1 and 2.
Handful of pitches for Heaney. Not a very hard thrower. Averages 90 miles per hour with his fastball. And one a little harder there at 91.
6th career appearance against the Nats.
Mix in a change, a curve, a slider. Take a little off of that curve ball at times. Throws a slow one.
That's a strikeout. John, that, I know you and I have talked about this. It's kind of curious. He gets a lot of strikeouts.
He really does. And a fastball, I don't know if it's the release point, if hitters don't pick it up. You know, he locates it well. But even there, I mean, that's elevated outside corner. And it just gets over the bat.
Breaking ball right over the middle to James Wood. Went 1 for 4 last night. Wood greeted Mitch Keller leading off on Tuesday with a mammoth home run. And that's went on to shut out the Pirates 3-0. Had Joey Bart back behind the dish. 0-2. Henry Davis has done good work. And now both behind the plate and at the plate. Last night the home run, another RBI, ties up the big guy.
And you don't see too many hitters swinging a pitch that far inside. It's a fastball, and you see like that low release point from Heaney. I think they have a hard time picking it up. That pitch is almost a foot off the plate in.
Ahmed Rosario starts him off with a changeup. Heaney struck out 10 Yankees 2 starts back here at PNC Park in 7 innings. Came into this game 18 strikeouts in 18 innings. One ball, 1 strike on Rosario. Long way toward left center field, and Cruz, boy, talk about cruising after one. He had it measured the whole way. Rosario sends Cruz back to the fence. shining here in Pittsburgh. Go to the bottom of the first inning. O'Neill Cruz will lead things off. Ryan Reynolds in right field. Then it's McCutchen and Bart hitting cleanup. Valdez, he's got 3 hits in the series. Brian Hayes will be followed by Tommy Pham and Adam Frazier. IKF hits 9th against our old buddy, Trevor Williams.
3 starts, 1-1, 7.36 ERA for Trevor. A healthy 3.71 opponent batting average. He's going to rely on changing speeds and location.
Drive to right field. O'Neill Cruz with a Cruz missile. Oh, baby. O'Neill Cruz. How about his last 2 swings? The granny last night. First inning dinger. His 4th of the year.
And that's the one way to improve the offense. Have O'Neill Cruz heat up. Wow. Took a breaking ball last night for the grand slam. Gets a breaking ball here. Another no-doubter. Breaking ball left over the middle.
Oh, 115 miles an hour, 442 feet. And now a roller to second by Reynolds. Following the Cruz home run. Homering in back-to-back games. His first career leadoff home run. And out toward the bullpen. That home run brought to you by UPMC. Andrew McCutchen. Right field last night. Didn't think so. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just 88. That's about all you're going to get from the fastball from Trevor.
Two and 2. Slower breaking ball. McCutchen on base 3 times on Monday. He drew a couple of walks, had a base hit. McCutchen scored a couple of runs on Monday. After getting buzzed, he ended up drawing the walk in the 7th inning, just before the Cruz granny. Stays 3 and 2. We talked about it this series about McCutchen climbing the ranks of the all-timers in Pirates history, 4th all-time in terms of home runs, 236. Roberto Clemente III had 240. One home run this season for McCutchen.
Just in the last handful of games, he's just missed on 2 or 3 more. And he's just missing the barrel of the bat.
And he draws yet another walk. It's just the 4th allowed by Trevor Williams so far, and this is his 4th start. Home run, ground out walk. Joey Bart to the plate. It's Ahmed Rosario at 3rd. Nasim Nunez really impressive at shortstop, as is Luis Garcia at 2nd. Nathaniel Lowe solid defensively at 1st. Alex Call, Jacob Young, Dylan Cruz in the outfield left to right. Riley Adams gets his 2nd start. Keibert Ruiz, it's a day off. And Joey Bart out with back tightness almost a week. This is tight with that 2-seam fastball from Trevor Williams. Last 4 games, Bart 5 for 12, a .417 average. Barely foul. Mike Rabello, third base coach, wishing it fair. 2-1 on Bart. Taking notes. Derek Shelton raves about Rabello's knowledge of the rule book. And a trusted advisor. In the air to right and off the netting.
A lot of fastballs early from Trevor Williams. One of those guys that change speeds on you, throws a sweeper and a slider. He'll mix in a changeup to both righties and lefties.
Fifth time he's faced his former club. 2-1, 4.82 ERA in those starts. But last 3 outings against the Pirates came in with a 2-0 record and a 2.93 ERA. And he gets Bart on that sweeper. For the second out, McCutchen at first for Enmanuel Valdez. Strike on Valdez. 1 for 2, picked up a walk last night. He's 3 out of 8 in the series with 3 free passes. I've been hitting cleanup. One ball and 1 strike. Valdez hit cleanup on Monday, and he delivered. He was on base 4 times. Drove in 3, a 2-run 5th inning single, and an RBI double in the 8th inning. Seven hits and 35 at bats with the Pirates. And this is away. 2 balls and a strike.
Not a big guy, but he definitely has some pop. Looking for his first Pirate home run.
Again, that sweeper from Trevor Williams. 2-2.
Looks like it's out there near that right-handed batter's box and breaks over that outer half.
Parts of 5 seasons with the Pirates, former draft pick of the Marlins. A line drive, hard hit, but at Dylan Cruz. Cruz wasn't going to catch Cruz. Look at his last 2 ABs last night, the grand slam. And right away he greets Trevor Williams, his first career leadoff homer. 1-0 Pirates. O'Neill Cruz. The home run, his fourth, and he's homered in back-to-back games. Sixth time in his career he's homered in back-to-back ball games. Nathaniel Lowe against Heaney. He and Luis Garcia and James Wood, the three lefty batters that Heaney will face. A small sample size coming into this game. Left-handed batters 294, and that will improve that number. Low of the base hit. That is his fifth hit of the series.
Andrew probably didn't want to leave that one up. A little breaking ball, stayed about the belt high middle.
Dylan Cruz. His second hit of the series last night in the ninth inning. Off the netting is saw the second baseman Frazier go out and the right fielder Reynolds in and over. Dylan Cruz matched up with his buddy Monday night from LSU, Paul Skeens, the first major league matchup. He was 0 for 2 against Skeens. And 0-2 the count now against Heaney.
Change up, watch it fade away. Kind of dies as it crosses the plate.
Dylan Cruz, number 2 pick in the draft behind Skeens out of LSU, 23 years old. His first big league home run the end of August last year. Carlos Rodon gave it up. He hit 3 home runs total last season in 31 games. One of them coming September the 7th against Luis Ortiz of the Pirates. There's Paul Skeens talking with Bailey Falter. Skeens will go Saturday for the Pirates, and Cruz with a base hit.
Another breaking ball that was left up. Heaney, nobody's put a fastball in play. He's gotten some swing and miss against that, but all 3 balls put in play have been a breaking ball.
Two on, nobody out. Third hit of the series for Dylan Cruz. Luis Garcia. Corner infield in. Ball 1. Ooh. Levin Furniture Mattress strike zone.
He can't believe it. I mean, not only is it not out, it's on the plate.
Garcia 1 for 9 in the series. Walked twice last night. Stabbed. Heaney. 1. Boy, he took his time. Too much time. And he's kicking himself. Out at second, 1 away.
I think it's the way he caught it. He didn't know whether to turn inside or outside. He catches it here instead of just continuing in that direction and turning towards second. He kind of turned all the way back around, kind of like a 270 degrees. And that's all it took for Garcia to beat that relay throw.
Pounded his mitt, looked toward the sky. Mad at himself. He knew he had a big double play there. Jacob Young, first and third. Now double play can still get him out of it. Did he offer appeal? No, according to Manny Gonzalez. Corey Blazer behind the plate today.
Always a tough play to defend. Yeah, he definitely pulled the bat back.
Yeah, he had a bunt hit on Tuesday. Blazer, crew chief Ron Culp at third. 2-0 with the inexperienced first baseman Manuel Valdez coming in on that bunt Tuesday.
In this situation, though, you don't have a lot of speed at third. If it's just kind of like a safety squeeze trying to push a bunt, you might have a play at the plate.
Looking down third base way. Third base coach Ricky Gutierrez. Gerardo Parra coaches first. 2-1. Line drive to IKF. Kiner Falefa. And now 2 outs.
Yeah, you take it. Sometimes there's luck involved in this game. Bad luck for Jacob Young. Good luck for the Pirates as it's hit pretty hard, but had a man there.
Outside ball 1 to Riley Adams. Giving Keibert Ruiz the day off. Ground ball. Kiner Falefa will throw to second, and Heaney gets out of it. 1-0 Pirates.
Earlier today, Roberto Clemente Jr. and his son threw out the first pitch to honor the 70th anniversary of the great Roberto Clemente's Major League debut. Roberto Clemente is forever associated to the number 21, as we're reminded everywhere in and around this ballpark. But when he debuted 70 years ago today, he was actually wearing number 13. Most people do not know that he wore that number on his debut, including our number 13, Ke'Bryan Hayes, who lit up realizing he is 1 degree closer to that legend today. He told me this morning that it's pretty special to know that he is so proud to wear 13 with that in mind. He said a person like Clemente, who means so much to the Pirates, is a reminder each and every day of how lucky he feels to be in this game, playing for the Pirates and carrying on Clemente's name. Brownie.
Hannah, thank you. This ball popped up on the right side. Garcia finally makes the catch. Ke'Bryan Hayes carrying on that. Of course, his dad wore 13. That's why he wears 13. And earlier today, John Wehner and Bob Walk and Steve Blass and Roberto Clemente Jr. out for the dedication where second base used to be, and the pitcher's mound or pitcher's plate at Three River Stadium. Bob Walk and Steve Blass told the rubber a whole bunch. And of course, you know the legend of John Wehner. The last home run ever in the history of Three Rivers. October 1st, 2000. And it was great that John and Bob joined Steve and Roberto Clemente Jr. and many others. Helped make that happen. 2-0 count.
Many folks watching, listening in, are going to take offense to legend and John Wehner on this day when they honored Roberto Clemente. That was a poor choice of words by you, Brownie.
No, not at all. Different legends. They come in different sizes, different packages. You're a legend. He's too humble to admit it. It's incredible, the humility, the sincere humility. I mean, he really is angry. In fact, I'll get scolded between innings.
I do not
Don't
like
you ever
to be
use that word
embarrassed.
again. Yeah, I know.
You should stop.
It's incredible. Yeah, but people have to know. Otherwise, I mean, I know you won't tell anybody about the last home run ever in history. One of the last people ever to touch home plate and second base, for that matter. Second base. And in all seriousness, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you remember what it was like at all when you hit that home run and you were, well, there's a strike 3 call. Boy, Pham certainly didn't agree. Looked to be away, but Williams gets that call. Pham is retired, second K for Trevor Williams, and brings up Adam Frazier. But what that was like when you're rounding
Yeah, I mean,
first base and approaching second base?
Oh, I'll never.
Well, the reason I ask, because Maz always says when he hit the home run, I know no comparison to the Game 7 World Series. He was like floating on air.
Yes.
And it was like he didn't even feel his feet touching the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to take it in and go slower. I couldn't, but I tried. I was just like, oh, slow down, enjoy this, enjoy this.
And then you're racing around.
Yes.
Your mind's telling you one thing, your body's reacting in another way.
Yeah.
Bob was there. He and Steve unveiled the pitcher's plate.
Pretty cool, because you know, I'm sure there's a ton of folks that are, whether they're going down to watch a football game or coming here at PNC Park, and really don't know or remember where Three Rivers Stadium was. So it's so cool to see it on either side of the sidewalk, to be able to tell exactly where everything was.
There's John Wehner scoring that run after the home run. The legend. One 1-0 Pirates, and third inning begins with Nasim Nunez at the plate against Andrew Heaney. 9-man in the order, and he's done really good work. He joined the roster when C.J. Abrams was placed on the injured list with the right hip flexor strain, and he has been impressive this series. 4 hits and 10 at-bats in the major leagues this season. Should be easy for Reynolds. Brings up Alex Call. Well, the Cleveland Guardians come to town tomorrow night. It's the first Zambelli Fireworks night of the season. Enjoy the post-game Zambelli Fireworks show right after the game. Get your tickets. See all the 2025 Pirates Fireworks nights at pirates.com/fireworks. Big weekend with the Guardians coming in. Talking about Luis Ortiz earlier. He will pitch tomorrow night against Carmen Mlodzinski. In 4:05, the Paul Skeens bobblehead giveaway. Skeens pitching on his day. Line drive to left by Call. Struck out his first time against Heaney, and he singles here in the third.
Short little compact swing. Pretty good hitter.
Pham did a nice job too, making certain Speedster didn't get to second. James Wood. Again. Fastball in off the plate. Struck him out with a pitch in off the plate in the first.
Yep, he's going to keep swinging at it, keep throwing it in there. Not a lot you could do with it. Pulled foul.
Ball to strike. And Endy Rodriguez. What's he got going? He's C's laid out, spelled out Endy. Looking for things to do when you're on the injured list. He's out with that laceration of the finger. When James Wood, who's at the plate now, was hit by a Paul Skeens pitch in the first inning Monday off his toe. And it clipped Endy Rodriguez on the right hand. Again.
Look at how far that is. I mean,
Well, you're right. I mean, if he's going to do it, why not just keep giving him full dose?
Nothing you can do with that pitch. You're either going to get jammed and hit a dribbler, or you're going to pull it foul if you get the barrel to it.
Out in front, 1-2. Change up in the dirt. James Wood was drafted in the second round by the Padres in 2021. Andrew Heaney, we'll talk about the starter for the Nationals. Trevor Williams, a Marlins draft pick, as was Heaney. Again. Well, they sure have found something and exploiting it against Wood.
And normally you're backing out of the way. Some guys are hitting the dirt when they see a ball that far inside. And Wood just keeps swinging.
Here's Rosario. He did not. Well, Paul DeYoung was hit by the pitch. Face by Mitch Keller on Tuesday, and Rosario took over. Weekly hit to second. Andrew Heaney has pitched 3 shutout innings, leading 1-0.
While the 2025 Pittsburgh Pirates and Washington Nationals play this series, fans have an opportunity to head over to Federal Street directly to the left of Wiggle Whiskey and celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Pirates' second World Series championship from 1925, where they defeated the Washington Senators, overcoming a 3-1 deficit. And as you saw, that attraction celebrates that amazing season, featuring a headline wraparound wall, photos of some of the stars of the team, a team photo, and a game-by-game recap of the World Series, plus just a bit more. Brownie?
Fun stuff there, Hannah. Looking back at the rich history of this organization and the fact that the Pirates overcame that deficit to beat the Washington Senators, the American League, in that 25 World Series. 2-1 on Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 3 hits in the series. This is bounced to Nunez, the shortstop. Brings up O'Neill Cruz, who has homered in back-to-back at-bats. See what he does here coming to the plate in the 3rd inning. Yeah, Pirates overcoming that deficit. Max Carey, Pied Traynor, Kai Kyler. So the stars. Walter Johnson, Big Train, 3 complete games in that series. Roger Peckinpah was the American League MVP that year in 25. O'Neill Cruz, a home run, his 4th, and has homered in back-to-back at-bats.
That was almost the same pitch Trevor threw him. First pitch, maybe down a little bit compared to the one he hit out.
Unbelievable potential from O'Neill Cruz. Can he put it all together for a full year?
Perfectly placed backdoor breaking ball. Certainly has the potential. I mean, I don't think it would surprise anybody if he ends up with a 30-30 season.
Yeah, 21 homers last year, 22 steals. He leads the league in stolen bases currently. He's 8 for 8 in stolen bases. Full count. And that's a take for a ball 4. Trevor Williams has now walked 5 in his first 17 1/3 innings. Second walk of the game for Trevor Williams. Reynolds grounded out in the first. Whoops. Close.
Yeah, he kind of shuffled off. I don't know if Williams saw that or not.
Miguel Cairo, the acting manager, will not challenge. Last year, Riley Adams, when he caught for the Nats, threw out just 3 of 34 runners trying to steal when he was behind the dish.
Yeah, that pickoff, I mean, the way that ball was caught low, where he caught it, because the ball beat him, but he caught it way out front. And it took him a while to reach back to make the tag. If he lets that ball travel a bit, they may have got him.
Sped up there. 1 ball, 1 strike. By the way, Riley Adams' career, he has thrown out barely 9% of runners trying to steal against him when he's been behind the plate over the years with the Nats and Blue Jays. And there goes Cruz. Looked like he got a good jump. But, oh yeah, snuck in there. Looked as though that throw might have beaten him, but right away saw the look by Nunez to maybe challenge. They won't. Stolen base. He's 9 for 9.
And I'm wondering where this ball was caught. Again, was it caught way out in front? And he had to reach back. You catch it over the bag, you just drop it on the hand. Look how far he had to bring it back. That ball's going to travel faster than the hand.
A lot of middle infielders seem to do that, don't they?
You straddle the bag there. The ball travels to the bag. Then all you got to do, you don't have to reach back. You just go straight down, and they probably get him.
He's 9 for 9, leading the league in steals. And with one out, Reynolds a chance to drive in a second run today for the Pirates. The home run by Cruz got them this early lead. Reynolds has driven in 8 runs. Another look at HN Supermo.
And that was really close. As close as it's been in a while. Obviously, O'Neill Cruz with that great speed hasn't been caught in a very long time.
Well, ball 4. Back-to-back free passes, and now McCutchen.
Trevor Williams being very careful. Not giving in.
Ball 1. Ball 1 on McCutchen. Evens it up. Now 2-1, and getting a little dicey here for Trevor Williams.
He's always trying to keep it down. He's trying to keep it on the edges.
Gets it even. Two balls, 2 strikes on Andrew McCutchen with Cruz and Reynolds aboard, 1 out. Popped it up. Right fielder Dylan Cruz. Second out. See if Joey Bart can deliver. Cruz has played in center and in right in this series. Bart has 4 hits in his last 5 at bats with men in scoring position. He really thrived in these situations last year in his first game of the Bucks, playing 80 games after being acquired from the Giants. This former first-round pick of San Francisco.
Certainly had a knack with runners in scoring position with big hits.
Now 2-1, and again Trevor Williams falling behind and trying to battle. He a great competitor, as we saw in his years with the Pirates. The 2-1 count.
Again, yeah, he's always going to try to get you to hit his pitch, and that was his pitch. Little breaking ball below the zone.
Well, Hannah was talking about the 1925 World Series and some of the stars, including Kai Kyler and Max Carey, and really one of the greatest World Series in history. The Game 7 was postponed. The Game 7 postponed for 2 days because of inclement weather, and when they finally played it, Pie Traynor had the game-tying RBI triple. Kyler the go-ahead RBI double in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Walter Johnson, the complete game loss, but the Pirates scored 2 in the bottom of the 7th, 3 in the bottom of the 8th inning, and won Game 7, 9-7. They were down 4-0 after 1. One of the great fall classics 100 years ago. Ball 1 on Nathaniel Lowe.
It's funny to see a pitcher throw a complete game with 15 hits, 9 runs.
Yeah. Big Train. Walter Johnson. Only 417 career wins. Ball and 2 strikes on Lowe. Singled in the 2nd. And steps out. Last year, lefty hitters batted .272 against Heaney with a .737 OPS. Righties hit .246 with a .712 OPS. So lefty batters actually performed better. This year, he came in with right-handed batters hitting him at just a 149 clip. Pham coming on.
That doesn't make sense that lefties would have more success. I mean, especially where he's throwing from. I mean, he's almost sidearm.
Yeah.
Very low release point. I think that's part of the deception with the fastball and how so few hitters can center it up.
Dylan Crews bounced to short. He can run and bang, bang play. Kiner Falefa gets him.
A little in-between hop for IKF. Sets his feet.
Here, Washington Nationals people rave about Cruz's work ethic and struggling at the plate, but continues to do everything else, including busting it down the line all the time.
Hitting at this level's tough, you know, and you're just, what, a year and just over a year.
Yeah, you compare
I mean,
Skeens to Cruz. That just tells you. I mean, Skeens, of course, has all the talent in the world from the pitcher standpoint, but so Cruz does too from a hitter standpoint.
Right. But still, I mean, that's tough.
Yeah.
To, you know, less than a full season in the minor leagues to be up there trying to hit major league pitching.
What he did his final season at LSU, those numbers, ridiculous. Hit .426, drove in 70 runs in 71 games, scored 100 runs.
That's amazing.
In 71 games. He and Paul Skeens helping the Tigers win that championship in 2023. And 1-2-3 go the Nats. Welcome to the Toyota RAV fourth inning. Leadoff home run for O'Neill Cruz. He's homered in back-to-back games. Grand slam last night. It is a kid's game. It's a lot more fun when you have a chance to win a series, and Pirates trying to do that here against the Nats before the Guardians come to town. And Manuel Valdez lined out to right field in the first.
Other than the Cruz homer, probably the hardest hit ball this afternoon for either team.
Yeah, the Pirates had 3 hard hit balls in that inning. The homer, the ground ball by Reynolds was hit hard. 1 and 2. Time called. This has popped up, and Nathaniel Lowe said he has it. Calling off his catcher. You can stream Pirates games at home or on the go with SNP 360. Just go to getsnp360.com. Anyone in SNP's territory can sign up to watch direct to consumer or log in with your current provider and get direct access to live Pirates games, plus all of the Pittsburgh sports content you love. Couple of strikes now on Hayes. Trevor Williams registers his 3rd strikeout. Looking for his second 1-2-3 inning. As he faces Tommy Pham. Got him looking in the second. Pirates made that unusual trade to get Trevor Williams from the Marlins. After the Marlins had drafted him in the second round out of Arizona State in 2013. 2 years later, the Pirates made the deal for him. Fly out toward right, and Cruz makes the catch. Yeah, they dealt a pitching coordinator, Jim Benedict, to get Trevor Williams. Pirates Baseball is presented by Highmark, the official health plan of the Pirates, because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. And by Your Chevrolet, the best-selling brand in Pittsburgh. here in Pittsburgh, enjoying afternoon baseball. Before the Guardians come in tomorrow night, a fireworks night. And then the Paul Skeens bobbleheads on Saturday, and how the stars have aligned. Paul Skeens will actually start that game against Cleveland. Jacob Young, bottom third of the order against Heaney.
Wow. 83 tomorrow.
Hello.
Oh boy, right down the middle. Many times it's because of the way it's caught.
So that forecast 83 tomorrow.
Wow. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I'll take it.
And that pitch just off, so counts right. Hopefully winter's
3-2.
gone, you know.
I hope this was maybe yesterday the last. This is pleasant today in the sun.
Today, this morning, it was quite frosty out.
Yeah. Leadoff walk to Jacob Young. First base on balls brings up Riley Adams. Talk about that bobblehead on Saturday, 4:05. First pitch, first 20,000 fans. We'll get a Paul Skeens bobblehead presented by PNC. Go to Pirates.com for tickets, and we'll underscore the fact that the National League Rookie of the Year is starting that day. Just how things have worked out. Adams bounced to short in the second. Hey, we sent along a big happy birthday wish. This is the real boss. We've got our boss, Mark Garda, but his dad, retired Sergeant Lou Garda, celebrating the big 8-0 today. Member of the Pittsburgh Police Force for about 30 years. So, Mr. Garda, happy birthday.
I wonder if he's the reason our boss is so mean.
I would say. Makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? One and two on Riley Adams. No, Mark Garda is not mean. Tough, but not mean.
Grumpy.
Grumpy, but not mean. Two and two. He is never grumpy, always in a good mood. Sometimes gritty.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's a good line, Jason Steele. And that's a possible double play ball. Nice little flip on to first. DP, Kiner Falefa to Frazier to Valdez.
That's some good hands right there from IKF. A little bit off the end of the bat. So quick from his glove to hand to Frazier.
Well, that's pretty, isn't it?
Yep. Perfect.
Nasim Nunez takes ball one. It is Dollar Dog Day. You get a Dollar Dog, you don't even have to dress like a dog.
Thank you.
Long run and foul. Reynolds gave chase. Nunez flied out to Reynolds in the third. Heaney made his major league debut with the Marlins back in 2014, and then was dealt to the Angels before the 2015 season. For a few hours, he was a Dodger. Eventually, he signed as a free agent with the Dodgers. Brian Hayes, and on to first. Zeros across for Heaney after 4.5, 1-0 Pirates. Back at one of the real emotional moments in recent Pirates history. Trevor Williams making his major league debut here at PNC Park in 2016, September the 7th. His dad in the stands, on hand to see his son. And that emotional hug after the game. His dad had overcome stage 4 B-cell lymphoma just a few months prior, and got to see his son. Flew in from the San Diego area to see Trevor make his major league debut, and he would follow Trevor around a whole bunch, still does. Adam Frazier fly to left in the second inning.
Trevor Williams over 70 pitches, and I think maybe less than 10 have been on the plate. Everything on the edges or around the edges.
So one thing you can do, you can get Trevor Williams out of there. He's one of those guys that Davey Martinez watches very closely in terms of a third time through the batting order. Toward left center field, gonna get down. Adam Frazier delivers against his former teammate.
Even here, look at the pitch right on the outside corner, 86. And you try to pull that, you probably hit a ground ball to the right side. Adam Frazier going the other way, splitting the gap.
See if the Pirates have anything on here. Yep, they do. They take off Frazier, and look at this. Through the hole, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa puts runners at first and third. In business now in the 5th inning.
Perfect execution. Absolutely perfect. Good guy to do it with IKF out there, and he knows if Frazier goes, second baseman will be covering, so he had that whole right side to work with. Got a little slider. Didn't have to swing too hard. Just block it over there.
Derek Shelton putting Frazier in motion. And we have a step off. Strike. Pennsylvania Western University educating you. He swiped his 9th bag, and that streak continues. 29 consecutive, going back to last year without being caught. Christian Yelich is second on that list. Going back to last year, 20 steals for the Brewers All-Star. And that streak now for Oneil Cruz of 29 straight successful attempts. Second to Tony Womack in 1997, who stole 32 in a row. How are the Nats playing this year, John? We got turn 2.
Yep, they're playing back. We'll trade a run for 2 outs. And maybe a lot of that has to do, I mean,
has to do with.
I mean, he's a hard guy to double up, Oneil Cruz,
yeah.
But he hits it so hard.
That's true, yeah.
To where
you can understand.
If it's not right at the fielder, it's going to be through anyhow.
2-2. It's his second throw over during this plate appearance. Whether that'll impact what the Pirates decide to do here. The third baseman, Rosario, backs off the bag. Not going anywhere, and it's a called third strike. 4 for Trevor Williams.
And really didn't throw anything on the plate here to Oneil Cruz either. That ball cut a little bit, but borderline ball. Even the first pitch that was called a strike appeared to be a bit down. After the home run ball, the home run that Cruz hit leading off the game, he really hasn't given him anything to hit.
That's Lucas Sims, the righty, probably to face McCutchen. Out in front of Brian Reynolds, 0-2.
And boy, yeah, Brian's probably upset with himself that one. Again, Williams does not make many mistakes in the heart of the plate. That one at 87, sure that wasn't his intent to pretty much lay it down the middle.
Reynolds, who is hitless in his last 8 at bats. One ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, it's a piece. Now the catcher Adams steps out in front of the plate, goes through the signs. Pitch number 84 coming up for Trevor Williams.
trying to fade that changeup in there, looking for Chase again. He's going to try to get you out without throwing it on the plate.
Steps off, count 2-2. He's got that PitchCom transmitter on his belt, oftentimes calling his own pitches. Wow, strikes out Reynolds. 2 Ks after the Pirates had first and third, nobody out. Now it's up to Andrew McCutchen.
And this is a guy that really doesn't get a ton of strikeouts. And I guess if you're a Washington Nationals fan, that's where you needed the strikeouts, was this inning. After first and third, nobody out. And the Pirates, 2 big sluggers up there and able to get them both.
McCutchen has walked and flied out, and thinking the Pirates might try and steal a run, and it looks as though they could. The third baseman, Rosario, way back. Reynolds strikes out. McCutchen has walked and flied out. Ball 1. Defensive alignment. And there goes IKF. It's taken for a ball, and that third baseman being so far back, an indication that they weren't going to throw down. It's a stolen base for Kiner Falefa, his 5th.
That's what most teams do nowadays. They just give you the bag.
Yeah.
So might as well take it.
McCutchen 2 for 7 in his career against Trevor Williams, along with 4 walks. 3-1. Pitch number 90 coming up. And if he loses McCutchen, you might see acting manager Miguel Cairo go to Lucas Sims. But first things first. McCutchen would love to drive in 2 here, but he pops it up. And Trevor Williams looks like he's going to get out of it. Everybody on the infield converging, and Lowe almost overran it. Trevor Williams gets out of it. Still 1-0 Pirates. Baseball on SNP is presented by UPMC, the official healthcare provider of baseball coverage on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Taking in a ball game and watching two pitchers duel here. Veterans, the righty for the Nats, Trevor Williams, gave up the leadoff home run to O'Neill Cruz and has battled his way through the batting order, giving up 2 hits after. Somebody drop a phone?
A phone, yeah. Well, yeah, leave it up there.
Alex Call has struck out and singled. The third time through for Heaney, with James Wood and Ahmed Rosario on deck for this lefty Andrew Heaney. Fly ball left field. Pham brings up Wood, and now a message from Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Nobody sells Lazy Boy for less. Levin Furniture and Mattress.
Pham makes the play over toward the track, and now James Wood, who has struck out twice as Heaney has busted him inside. Starts him out with a changeup.
See if they try that again. Just go off the plate. Just couldn't lay off.
What do we have here?
He's getting something wrong with his shoe. Maybe he lost his shoelace. Yep, I think his shoelace broke.
How about that?
That's a new one.
Yeah.
This might take a minute.
Huh. That's wild. Well, let's see. He's asking the dugout that Isaiah Kiner-Falefa is going to retrieve maybe a new lace. In the meantime, we'll go downstairs to Hannah.
Well, it's time now for our Mass Mutual Behind the Jersey. We are checking in with one of the Bucks' many talented pitchers in the minor leagues by highlighting Southpaw Hunter Barco, who is currently in Double-A with the Altoona Curve. In 3 starts this season, Barco's ERA is at 0. Barco has only allowed 6 hits this year while striking out 14. Brownie, pretty impressive for a guy that has only pitched 13 innings thus far. Someone to keep an eye on.
Well, I'll say we had a chance to see him pitch a little bit in spring training, Hannah. Barco yesterday, 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs, a walk, and 6 strikeout against the Somerset Double-A affiliate of the Yankees in Curve, PA.
Yeah, he's a interesting guy. I mean, maybe not as familiar as some of the other names a lot of the fans have heard of, but certainly a big-time prospect. So Endy, by the way, I think it was Endy, took his shoelace off.
Oh, really? That's what it was?
Yep, to take it out.
Donating his shoelace.
Yes. I was wondering, were they going to have to run upstairs to get a shoelace, or did they go get another shoe? What is it that you do?
Yeah, right.
And then I saw Endy untying his shoe.
I mean, they have everything imaginable in those kits.
Yep.
In that dugout, and I'm thinking, do they actually have extra shoelaces in there? Strike is called on James Wood, 1-1. Andy Rodriguez will get an assist. Though he's on the injured list, helping out a battery mate. One ball, 2 strikes. Wood in danger of having his 4th game with 3 or more strikeouts this season. So Andy Rodriguez donating his shoelace. Hayes quickly on to first. 2 outs. Two outs in the 6th inning, and now Heaney goes after Ahmed Rosario. Andy has scattered some sunflower seeds.
And build a water tower.
I see a profile coming up with Hannah on what in the world Andy Rodriguez does during games. Antsy on the IL. Rounded through the right side like that was Rosario's intent. A 2-out single the other way. Well, Heaney gave up 2 hits in the 2nd inning to Lowe and Cruz leading off. And now the 3rd hit of the game, a single by Rosario with 2 outs in this 6th inning. New look, 2 different colored laces. And time called. Bart going to go out.
Talk it over. No, Andrew didn't want to throw what Bart was calling. So he stepped off, and now they're going to talk it over, make sure they're on the same page.
Andrew Heaney, his 4th start as a Bucko. First time he's gone this deep into a game without giving up a run. Pitch count been pretty efficient. Line to left. Pham has to get over there quickly. Does a nice job, but it will be a double for Lowe. And it brings up Dylan Cruz with 2 men in scoring position for the Nats.
Good job staying with this one. Up out over the plate. Going with it. If that gets by Tommy Pham, that might end up scoring a run. But good job going over there and cutting it off.
Cruz to right. And that is 6 shutout innings for Andrew Heaney. Still a 1-0 Pirates lead. Pirates lead it. Going to the bottom of the 6th inning, we take a look at our Bet365 live betting odds. Joey Bart going to lead off against Lucas Sims. He's plus 375 to get a hit here. He's 0 for 2 so far. His return to the starting lineup. Veteran Lucas Sims.
He's been getting hit around a bit. Opponent's hitting .333. 8 walks. 6 in the 3rd innings. And he likes to throw that sweeper. Throws it more often than any other pitch.
Talked about it throughout this series that the bullpen for the Nats is okay when they get to the 8th and 9th. They can use Jose Afer and Kyle Finnegan, which they did on Tuesday to secure the 3-0 shutout, but getting to those guys has been an issue. Trevor Williams, outstanding start. 1 run on 3 hits.
Yeah, again, he does his thing. If he can get you to chase and to hit his pitches, he could be effective. All breaking balls so far from Sims. Throws pretty hard too. Fastball velocity averages over 95.
Gets that one. 96 past Bart. Check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. Well, between innings, Andrew Heaney goes back and they give him a new lace, and Andy Rodriguez gets his back. Heaney used Andy's laces for just a couple batters. Valdez has lined out and fouled out. Two and one.
Fastball above the zone. Opponent's been hitting at a 429 clip against that fastball in the early going of this year.
2-2. Line just over the glove. Luis Garcia, and Manuel Valdez has his 4th hit of this series.
Tried to go upstairs again. Good job. Shorten up. Dump it into right.
The sweeper catches the edge. Hayes 2 for 14 in this 4-game series. Weekly hit to the right side, and that'll be 1 play for Garcia. 2 outs.
Wonder who decided that the sweeper. Like, to me, I always felt that it was like the slurs. So who changed the name?
I've asked that last year. Couldn't get an answer. I don't know. What happened to the slur? It became a slur.
Every now and again, I'll look through these charts and I'll see a slurve.
Oh, really?
There's still a
They'll
slurve.
call it a slurve sometimes?
Somebody still has a slurve out there.
Tommy Pham, 0 for 2. Pham 1 for 2 in previous matchups against this veteran Lucas Sims, longtime member of the Cincinnati Reds. He was with the Red Sox and Reds last year. One ball, one strike. Tommy Pham strikes out. Still 1-0 Pirates. Go to the 7th. Pirates Baseball is presented by AAA Auto Insurance. Safe at home with AAA Auto Insurance, providing baseball fans with reliable coverage and peace of mind. And by Levin Furniture and Mattress, Pittsburgh's #1 furniture and mattress store. On to the 7th inning. Luis Garcia Jr. leads off against Andrew Heaney. So far, this 1-0 lead has held for this 33-year-old veteran. What a job he has done in a Pirates uniform in his first now 4 starts. Garcia, Jacob Young, Riley Adams. Ball's behind 2-1. This is the 11th time the Pirates have had a starting pitcher go 6 or more innings. This is game number 20 for the Pirates, and the 11th time the starter's gone 6 or more innings. That's the most in Major League Baseball.
And the 3rd time for Heaney out of his 4 starts. A rare 3-ball count.
And it's the 4th straight game where the starter's gone 6 or more. Line drive caught by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Heaney ducked, turned around and seeing IKF make the catch.
Positioned perfectly. And times the jump perfectly.
And now Jacob Young. There's another look. Heaney off the mound, turns, guns, and gets. Boy, what a veteran move. All under control.
Yeah, he was quick off the mound. Now he kind of falls, and his momentum takes him towards that side of the field, third base side. But quickly over. Make sure that he gets set. Strong, accurate throw.
Even on the catcher, Adams. One and two. Jose A. Ferrer, saw him the other night in the shutout. He's tough.
When he throws that fastball above the belt, it literally looks like he's throwing it straight uphill. It doesn't come down at all. As Brady Lawrence getting ready.
Wow. Andrew Heaney. 7 scoreless innings. Well, that strikeout by Heaney to end the inning was presented by Koppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. Here it is.
After a couple of fastballs above the belt, threw that curveball. AHN Supermo. Riley Adams way out in front.
7 scoreless. The 5th time in his career. It's the first time he's gone 7 scoreless since September of 2020 against the Padres when he was pitching for the Angels. And here's Jose A. Ferrer. Got to get Heaney another run or two.
I can hope.
Frazier was 1 for 2 against Trevor Williams. Williams went 5, gave up 1 on 3 hits, walked 3, struck out 5. Lucas Sims, a hit in his 6th inning, struck out 2 Pirates. Frazier didn't agree, strike 3.
Froze him after a couple of fastballs, throws that breaking ball. It starts at that hip of Adam Frazier, just kind of freezes him. He thinks it's going to stay inside, but barely catches a part of that inside edge.
And a bunt for a hit. Ferrer on to first. And now O'Neill Cruz, his first inning home run has held up. StatCast powered by Google Cloud. He homered his last at bat last night, a grand slam, and his first at bat leading off the first inning. 115 miles an hour rounded off and a 442 foot blast.
Need a little like higher launch angle. Would love to see that thing if that thing got up in the air a little bit. How far it would have went.
It's going to reach the seats. Ferrer has limited lefty batters this season to a 286 average. That's not great for a lefty. Cruz is hitting 125 against lefties. One ball, two strikes. He struck out Cruz on Tuesday, and he strikes him out this afternoon. Still 1-0. Season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic hoodies, caps, jerseys, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com, the official source for your Pirates gear. 12,748 taken in from afternoon baseball here on the North Shore, and watching one heck of a pitcher's duel and a phenomenal start by the veteran Andrew Heaney, working with Joey Bart and getting the PitchCom receiver straightened out. Nasim Nunez. For 2. First sign of trouble. Derek Shelton likely to get Heaney out of there. Second straight day the Pirates have their starting pitcher go 7 scoreless innings. Yep. Dennis Santana and Ryan Baracki up in the pen.
It's been impressive.
3-1. Last start, 6 innings in Cincinnati, 89 pitches. 100 pitches in 7 innings against the Yankees here.
We'll take it.
Needed it. Bounced foul.
Yes, it's been a tough out. Sees a lot of pitches.
Walked him. Alex Call coming to the plate. Watching Derek Shelton. Some movement down in that dugout. He's pacing. These decisions by these managers. Call has 1 of the 5 hits that came in the 3rd inning. And a bunt. And Bart. Sacrifice moves the tying run into scoring position.
And now you wonder, I mean, Heaney has had his way with James Wood, but yeah, I figured that they probably wanted to bring in the lefty Borucki to face Wood, who's a left-handed hitter, then Rosario, then Lowe, another left-handed hitter, if necessary.
Should get a great ovation.
That was outstanding.
Yep. Standing O for Andrew Heaney. Well deserved. One nothing. The Nats have a runner at second. 1 out, 8th inning. The Pirates pitching change is presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
So Ryan Borucki, 8 innings over 9 games. 4.5 ERA, 8 punch-outs, 3 walks. Opponents hit just .207.
Did not face James Wood. Actually did. He got Wood to fly out in the 7th inning on Tuesday. Did Borucki. Interesting that James Wood came in to this game hitting .320 against left-handed pitching. Just .195 against righty pitching. Grounds it toward the shortstop. Kiner Falefa on to first. Borucki gets Wood, and now Rosario comes up. Our Pennsylvania Western University stat of the day, Pirates bullpen done a tremendous job since April the 8th. First in ERA, second in opponent's batting average, first in OPS allowed, and 0 dingers. We're knocking on wood.
It's amazing. A 148 opponent average.
Andrew Heaney, his runner at third. Rosario 1 for 3. Base hit in the 6th off of Heaney. Bounced. Oh, what a play by Hayes! On to first, got him! The Gold Glover! Ke'Bryan Hayes, a smash by Rosario. The shutout intact. The lead remains 1-0. One nothing Pirates. Starting pitchers Paul Skeens, Bailey Falter, and Andrew Heaney. What a run.
Incredible.
Ryan Reynolds fouls off this pitch from Ferrer. Back out there for the 8th inning. Reynolds, McCutchen, and Bart. Ferrer had a 1-2-3 7th. One ball, one strike.
Work the changeup in there. Don't see many of those from the hard throwing lefty.
Three and one, looking to reach base, get on. Try and add an insurance run. At this moment, nobody up in the Pirates' pen. And Nathaniel Lowe, a lefty batter, due up in the 9th. And a leadoff walk. Borucki, the lefty, with an assist from his third baseman on that play. The smash by Rosario.
You know, it's just so effortless and easy. Ke'Bryan Hayes, you don't see him leave his feet very often, but you know, he knew he was a little bit in between. It was hit hard. Still up by 1 because of that defense, that glove.
See Borucki hug his third baseman there. McCutchen, walk, fly out, pop up. And that should be 2. Double play. Rosario starts it around the horn. Brings up Bart. Yeah, they're between innings. Borucki and Hayes. Boy, this pitcher's got to love that great D.
It is. It's the best I've seen. It's pretty special. That whole left side today, IKF.
Yeah.
Had a great game today defensively as well.
Shallow left, diving try, but no catch. Alex Call to be a base hit for Bart.
Change up again off the end of the bat. Just out of his reach. That's come up and hit him in the head.
Yeah. Whatever it takes to keep it in front. Valdez. And so the Pirates go to the 9th inning, holding on to the slimmest of leads. Baseball is presented by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates and fans like you. And by Beryl Subaru, better than ever, the one and only Beryl Subaru. 1-0 to the 9th inning. Can they squeeze out this victory here? Ryan Borucki will begin the 9th. Dennis Santana up. Ball one on low. 2 hits off of Heaney, 2 of the 5. Andrew Heaney watches. 1-2.
Bad looking swing there after 2 fastballs that were right at the bottom of the zone, maybe a touch under. Threw that slider on the same plane.
Borucki had a save chance back on April the 6th here against the Yankees. Popped it up. Hayes in foul ground. Lowe is out number 1. And the Yankees ended up scoring 3 off of Borucki. Pirates won the game 5-4. It won't be Borucki's save after all. Dennis Santana will come on. The righty Dylan Cruz and then the lefty hitting Luis Garcia due up. 2 outs to get. Tomorrow night, Bucks welcome their rivals from over the border, the Cleveland Guardians, here to PNC Park. Join us at 5:30 here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh and always streaming on SNP 360. As Luis Ortiz, who traded over the winter, will start against Carmen Mlodzinski. And a fireworks night.
Foul lead numbers for Dennis Santana. Looking for his second save. 2.16 ERA. 2.14 opponent average.
It's Dylan Cruz. Strike. Cruz some good at bats against Heaney. The base hit in the second, a line out to the warning track in the 6th. Two 1 count. Off the glove of Frazier. He stays with it and gets the out. Jared Triolo over at first base, replacing Valdez, and Frazier gets the out, 2 down.
Yeah, nicely done. No panic. Hot shot. Came up on him.
Going to challenge it. Ron Kolpa, crew chief. First base umpire Manny Gonzalez.
Oh, that's kind of silly.
Well, I figure they've got. Why be left with a challenge at the end of a game? You don't want any of those red flags in your pocket. Miguel Cairo is managing because Davey Martinez was suspended.
After review, the call to field is confirmed. The runner is out. Nationals is down.
And besides that, though they don't have any challenges left, you still get them. You still get the crew chief review on close plays. So why not challenge late in games? Here's Luis Garcia Jr. now. 1-0 Pirates. lined out to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, leading off the 7th inning against Andrew Heaney. 1 out away from his first Pirate win. The Pirates looking for their second series win. Two and one. Santana's first save came down in Tampa against the Rays, April the 2nd, his 5th career save. Andrew Heaney, 1 out away from a W, and now 1 strike away. What an amazing effort by Heaney and Borucki, facing 3 hitters, the last 2 outs in the 8th, stranding that runner in scoring position, getting the first out in the 9th, and now Santana looking for a 2-out save. Two and 2 on Garcia. Raise the Jolly Roger. A 1-0 masterpiece by Heaney, Borucki, and Santana. And the Bucks take the series over the Nats.
Really was a masterpiece. I mean, Heaney, a little bit of trouble in the 2nd, a little bit of trouble in the 6th, but man, very efficient, heading the count, throwing strikes, and all we needed was 1 swing.
Yeah, there it was. First batter of the game for the Pirates, Oneil Cruz. A home run, and it stands as Heaney wins his first game as a Pirate. Drops his earned run average to .213. Second save for Santana. The pitching for the Pirates.
The starters and the bullpen, yeah, both ways have been just outstanding.
Bucks take 3 of 4 from the Washington Nationals. The Jolly has risen. Andrew Heaney, 7 1/3 innings of 5-hit shutout ball. Walked 2, struck out 4. How efficient.
Very, very efficient. Yeah, he came out 2. First 2 batters, he strikes out. And then from there, there's just a lot of soft contact, you know, just mixing and matching, using all his pitches, a little defense to boot.
95 pitches, 61 for strikes. Let's go down to Hannah with the game-winning pitcher.
Andrew Heaney, first and foremost, congratulations on 10 years of Major League service. Round of applause for Andrew Heaney fans. Incredible accomplishment. Did you have some extra motivation coming into this one? When you got into the clubhouse this morning, your daughters, your wife, your mom, your stepdad all surprised you before this game.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. I just want to win a game, want to pitch well, win a series, and get on a roll.
Well, you certainly did that. I mean, 7 1/3 scoreless innings for you, something you've only done a handful of times in that 10-year career. What made the difference today?
Me and Joey are on a roll, good page. Defense was playing great, making great plays out there, and just kept going and get a win.
What did it mean to see the bullpen come out and cap this one off for you?
Yeah, Borucki did a great job, and then Dennis closed it out. I think if as starters you can, give some good innings and then not leave them with too much trouble on the bases, they're going to do their job, and we're going to win a game.
You've complimented Oneil Cruz before in his monster-like abilities. A grand slam yesterday and his leadoff homer made the difference. What was your impression of watching that one go 442 feet?
It doesn't matter how far it goes. It went over the fence. We get a run, and I'm happy for early runs.
Have you ever played a game with 2 different shoelaces on?
Oh yeah, honestly that's happened like 4 or 5 times now. So the guys know, they were on top of it.
Do you owe Endy anything for that?
I gave it back, so maybe I'll wash it for him. I don't know.
I think you got him a win today, which will work as well. Congratulations, Andrew.
Thank you.
Brownie.
Hannah, thanks so much, and congrats to Andrew Heaney. His first win as a Bucko. And Ryan Barucki and Dennis Santana combined on the 5-hit shutout on the leadoff home run by O'Neill Cruz. The only time in Pirate history that they won a 1-0 game with the only run coming via leadoff homer was when Carlos Garcia hit a leadoff homer against the Marlins on the road in September of 1993. So historic here today. 1-0 Pirates, they take the series. Andrew Heaney the win. More to come. Post-game show is coming up next.